Hey, this is Larry Powell with Circle P Marketing. I just wanted to get this quick video over to you outlining how you can generate more leads for your business and grow your business to these levels you're wanting to see. So I know you were wanting to, you had mentioned on our messages that you're wanting to do all of Texas, then all of the US. So what I'm going to show you today is really going to be focused on the McKinney, Texas area. What we're really going to want to be doing here is focusing on just McKinney, claiming market share for McKinney, and then we'll go for all of Texas, and we'll go for all of the U.S. But everything I'm showing you, all these basic principles and the different processes we go through to look at what the competition is and what it's going to do to pass these guys up and to claim that market share and allow you to grow to these levels you're wanting to see is all going to be the same for each different step of the process. So first thing I wanted to show you, because you don't have a website, this is a website I built for a guy out of Atlanta. He's a flooring contractor. And the reason why I wanted to show you this site is just because there's a couple things you really want to keep in mind when the time does come that you're ready for a website that will help you with not only your conversions but also your rankings in Google. So we really want people to come to the site because they're finding you in Google, but we also really want to turn these people into customers as they get to your site. So first thing you see here is click to call buttons. These are super important for any business. People are doing mobile search so often these days that having these click to call buttons on here is going to really help you guys out and help with those conversions because it's going to be very easy for people to get a hold of you. Next thing is a contact form right here at the top of the page. We do have a tab here set up for this business. They have a contact form here as well. But by having this contact form up here front and center, it allows people to be able to find this very easily, which is important because people are looking for that path of least resistance. They're looking for that company that come out there and give them a bid the fastest for their home remodel project or their landscaping project, whatever service you're offering to that potential client. The next big thing that you really want to focus on with these sites is the amount of content you have on these home pages. So there was a recent study done by Google where they looked at over 1 million different websites across multiple niches, and what they found from this is all the top ranked sites, the sites that were actually getting all of the traffic and all the customers heading to them, all had at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on this homepage. So you know, there's a lot of ways you can space this out to make it look good. You know, I know a lot of people think, wow, 2,000 words of content, how am I going to do that? You can definitely do it to where it still is a very usable site and make it look really nice in the process, but that'll really help you out with those Google rankings and help you actually get these leads and these new customers headed into looking at your website. So those are the main things for the site that I really wanted to show you guys. When that time comes, you are ready for that website, make sure you keep those in mind for your business. So next thing I wanted to talk to you about was home remodeling McKinney, Texas. So these things I'm going to be talking to you again, I already mentioned it. These will apply to not only the home remodeling side, but also to the landscaping side. So all of these different processes for how we're going to be looking at what your competition is and what it's going to take to pass them up and get into these top spots where you'll be generating these leads are going to be the same throughout. So looking at McKinney, Texas, home remodeling McKinney, Texas, this is currently getting 50 searches per month, relatively low competition for this for home remodeling McKinney, Texas, 50 searches a month. Kitchen remodeling McKinney, you're getting 40 searches. Remodeling McKinney, you're getting 30. Being the top spot for these search terms, you can count on getting about 33% of that search traffic headed towards your business. So there's a lot of potential customers out there for your business that if you leverage it right and kind of position yourself well, you're going to have a lot of new potential clients headed into your guys' website. You guys can then in turn turn into customers. So looking at Google search, everybody knows how to use Google, but there's a couple things you really want to keep in mind as you're looking at this. So this 3-pack or Google My Business, this is going to be very valuable territory for your business. This will really apply, especially as you guys are wanting to expand into these outer markets, that there's a lot of potential for generating a lot of leads from this 3-pack. There's a couple different factors for how you get your business into this. The first one is going to be what's known as citations. And citations is your business name, address, and phone number listed on the web. You can find great citation sources from websites like Yelp, Yellow Book, even a Facebook page if you list that information can all count as citation sources. You just have to have that information be exact compared to what you have it on your GMB when you register that with Google. So the next thing is going to be your organic rankings. So where your business sits organically is going to really play a lot of weight as if you're going to be on this 3-pack. And one of the other things with this 3-pack is you actually have to have an address in that city that you're wanting to build that GMB in. And there are ways around that I could definitely help you guys with to where we could get these GMBs up in multiple locations where you may not actually have a physical address currently. So looking at the organic rankings, there's a couple things we're looking at here. So Angie's List, we're throwing these guys out because these guys are in direct competition with Google and Google paid ads. So this is a Google paid ad, right? So people are paying Google to have their business on this first page of Google. Google doesn't like it when Angie's List is in here because people are also paying Angie's List to have their business on this first page of Google. People don't usually go to Angie's List to find somebody to come do remodeling for their home. But this is a really good sign for us. It means that, there's not a lot of competition. If Angie's List, Yellow Book or Yelp, Home Advisor, if those pages are on this first spot here, it's really a good sign that we can usually get you guys into that top spot in a relatively short amount of time. So looking at Dallas Fort Worth Improved, looking at their website, they do have a nice site. They have a decent amount of content on here. So definitely we will have to really step it up on that content. But lots of stuff on here. It's a big site. Looking at the back end of their site, there's a couple things we're looking at here. So the whole internet is built on backlinks, and it's one business linking itself to another business, one website linking itself to another website. So what we're looking at with these backlinks is you really want to find ones that are relevant to the service you're trying to offer. So for you guys, you'd really want to get backlinks from businesses that are offering, landscaping, home remodeling, home renovation. If you guys get a backlink from a home remodeling company here out of Oregon, where I'm based out of, that's going to carry a lot more weight than if you guys were to get a backlink from your local Pizza Hut because you guys aren't trying to sling pizzas. So it's really about the relevance of these backlinks and making sure you're getting more powerful ones than what your competition has. Relevance, or as far as number of backlinks your competition currently has, it's pretty weak currently. So definitely a lot of potential there for you guys to move into this McKinney market and claim it in a relatively short amount of time. And again, once we start claiming these different markets, that's when we keep moving on to these newer areas because you're going to be able to have that cash flow coming in to allow you to move into these other areas as well. So looking at citations, we kind of talked about citations earlier, number of citations for different businesses. I have this cool tool I use called Whitespark, and it allows me to see the number of citation sources your competition currently has. So Broken Home Remodeling, which is in that top spot there, they currently have 34 citations, and then Rebo Home Remodeling has 24. What's cool about this tool is it also allows us to go in here and see these different sources that they have these citations from. We can go through and submit to these exact same sources. So like I said, Yellow Pages, Facebook, Better Business Bureau, these are all great citation sources that we can go after for your business as well. So again, the 3 steps for you guys to really succeed and grow your business into a national competitor for you guys is going to be, first off, a website, making sure that you guys get that website optimized for Google and what they're really looking for to get those leads coming in for you guys. Next is going to be getting you guys into that 3-pack, so building out those GMBs, getting those citations pointed towards those GMBs, and get those ranking into this 3-pack. Then last is going to be backlinks, so linking to your site, getting some high quality relevant links pointed towards your site to get it driving up in those organic search rankings. If you have any questions on this, I'd love to set up a quick 10-minute phone call. We can go over some more info for you and see what we can get going for you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day.